Rick, what is this that you're about to open?
This is a Babe Ruth product. In it, you're guaranteed at least a letter that Babe Ruth wrote in his hand from a letter. And the best one you can pull is Babe Ruth's full name.
Let's see what we get.
All right, rip it.
Pressure's on.
All right, hopefully I'm gonna get something good.
I didn't even know this product existed.
Yeah, it's not opening this way. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Oh, not so bad. Cash. Babe Ruth wrote the word cash.
That's pretty cool. Could be from a check or what?
I have no idea.
That is so cool. Babe Ruth handwritten cash. Damn.
Boom.
Here's a Babe Ruth 33 Gaudy yellow in PSA 7, green in PSA 8, Sport Kings in PSA 8.5, and of course a 52 metal, or two of them. Worth a fortune even in this condition. It's a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth, one of the most iconic cards of all time. Worth over $25,000 in this condition.
Someone said to me, hey, I got access to a lot of Babe Ruth checks. What do you want? I go, well, there's three things he's known for. So I got to get him either paying a prostitute, drinking too much, or eating too much. Those are the only three things I want. And I was able to get this one. It's a check for alcohol. He is buying $502 of alcohol in 1940, which is $11,000 today. Now, this shop still exists. I went there and asked them if they had any records of this, because I would love to know, as part of my storytelling, what he actually got. But alas, they didn't have it.
Did you know that the cheapest Babe Ruth signature you can possibly find is still over $5,000? This is a nice one, closer to $10,000. Estimated worth $20,000, Babe Ruth, perfect, signed baseball. This card, recently posted by Heritage Auctions, has signatures from Ty Cobb, Christy Mathewson, Babe Ruth, Walter Johnson, and Honus Wagner. Estimate value worth over $40,000, graded 9.5. Shout out to Heritage. You won't believe what this is worth. Dual signed album page of Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth. It's also graded a mint 9. You can actually tell when the signature is based on whether Babe Ruth puts a parentheses around Babe or not. He did that through the early 1920s and stopped by the late 20s. This piece right here is worth an estimated $10,000 to $20,000.
Chris, you can obviously tell this is a Babe Ruth signed ball, but what makes this ball special?
What's fun about this is, yeah, it's always fun when you get a Ruth ball, but this is an odd combination. You also have right here the great Hall of Famer Ty Cobb, dual signed, only those two. Just a really fun, cool piece. In my opinion, it actually adds to the Ruth value alone.
Very cool. So Chris, what's special about this autograph book?
So this is your classic old school autograph book, but it's not just signed by your classmates from high school. This belonged to Morris Brecher at PS 53 right here in New York City, but in the Bronx. And here's a hint, June 30th, 1927. Yes, the New York Yankees signed this entire book. Right here, we have a classic Babe Ruth autograph with his name in quotes, proper for the time period. You have the entire team here. You have a bunch of Hall of Famers, a bunch of scarce autographs, including his counterpart Lou Gehrig. Chock full of autographs, including all his friends, his teachers as well. Just a great piece of history and something you don't slab, but you keep intact, as is a piece of history.
Very cool.
Here's a fun Babe Ruth autograph fact. He only put the quotation marks around Babe in the early 1920s, and he did a few here and there up until 1930. But it helps people identify when exactly Ruth's signature was from. This is a nice PSA 9. You won't believe this, but they took a game-used Babe Ruth bat, cut the knob off, and put the knob on this card. It's a one-of-one, seller wants $100K. What do you think about having done that? You will never believe this fact. This is a baseball signed by Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig, authenticated and everything. A Lou Gehrig signed ball can be worth over $20,000, and a Ruth signed ball can be worth over $50,000. But Ruth and Gehrig is actually worth less than if it was just signed by Ruth. Crazy but true. Babe Ruth signed baseball in this condition would be worth between $60,000 and $100,000. Babe Ruth signed a lot of baseballs, but he is still the most iconic signature in American sports history. This is a really nice Babe Ruth signed baseball.
So here's another Babe Ruth signed baseball. What should people know about this ball?
So everybody wants to buy a Babe Ruth ball. It's like the ultimate collectible in the hobby. And here we have a more affordable version. So instead of shelling out 20, 30 grand for a really nice single sign ball, this right here, for under $10,000, you can get a Babe Ruth autograph on a baseball.
Cool.
This here is a Babe Ruth signed bat, estimated at $25,000. He didn't use this, he just signed it back in the day, and it is a Babe Ruth model.
So this is a Babe Ruth sign check. And Jordan, why is this so special?
Well, number one is that a scan cannot do this check any justice. It is a huge check made out to the State of Tax Commission, and it is signed by Babe Ruth, and that signature is probably a good 4 to 5 inches long. Looks like it should grade anywhere from an 8 to a 9 or better, and it's just, you know, Ruth's name was on the left side here. Just an overall stunning check of the Great Bambino.
Amazing. So Upper Deck bought a Babe Ruth signed original baseball, cut it up, put it on this Upper Deck sweet spot card, and now the seller is looking for $150,000. This is a Babe Ruth game-worn jersey in the Yankee Stadium Museum, and it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Game-worn by Babe Ruth. Check out how funny this Babe Ruth statue is. It almost makes him look like a garden gnome. Just the size of this, but cool piece. Do you know that even the worst Babe Ruth signatures are still worth thousands of dollars? A small cut signature like this is still worth upwards of $8,000. Crazy since he signed a lot. Worth over $20,000, this is a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth in very good 3 condition from Brigandi's in New York. You guys are not going to believe this card. It's one of the craziest I've ever seen. It looks just like a 1-of-1 Babe Ruth cut auto from a signature that was on a shoebox. Until you look at the top right and it says haircut signatures. I wouldn't be surprised at all if it was of a president, because presidents actually sent their hair as keepsakes in the late 1700s and early 1800s. But baseball players in the 1900s did not. So I don't know how they got this hair.